Ladies and gentlemen, PC and console captains alike, welcome to Adams Gaming. My name is Phoenix, and we are here with another Star Trek Online ship review. Today we're going to be reviewing the multi-mission reconnaissance explorer, so the Palatine Class starship. So without further ado, let us look at the stats of this wonderful ship, shall we? Alright, so starting off with the bridge officers, we have a Lieutenant Commander Tactical, a Lieutenant Ensign, a Commander Science, a Ensign Universal, and a Lieutenant Commander Universal/Temporal Operative Station. For consoles, you have 2 Engineering, 4 Tactical, 5 Science. For weapons, you have 3 fore, 3 aft. A base hull at level 50 is 32,775. When you get to level 60, it is 38,000. For some reason, I'm 1 point behind. I don't know why. Shield modifier of 1.4. Burst base turn rate of 12. Impulse modifier of 0.15. Inertial rating of 50. You get 3 device slots and 1 hangar bay. Because this is a science vessel, you also get sensor analysis, subsystem targeting, a secondary deflector dish, the 1 hangar bay, which I've already mentioned, which is loaded with a Dubé runabout, a plus 10 weapons power and plus 10 auxiliary power. You get the universal console radiation bombardment matrix. For the Starship ability package, you get enhanced particle generators, advanced shield systems, enhanced restorative circuitry, reactive shield technology, and heavy tachyon mine, which I will go over later once we talk about the loadout of the ship. Also for Admiralty, you have 21 Engineering, 44 Tactical, and 52 Science. Alright, now that we're done with the stats, let us go into the design of this ship. Okay, so starting off with the design of the Palatine, here you have what looks to be like kind of like an arrow shape type saucer section. More rounded though, near the edges and near the point. There really isn't a point there, it's more of a rounded edge. The backs are slanted a little farther out. Let's see here. So, I don't know, I think this might be the second deflector dish or the primary, or sorry, this would be the secondary. Oops. Wrong buttons here. Just because of this panel here, sometimes when you look at the icon in the in your loadout, this is kind of like how it looks. So that's what I'm going to go with here. At the top here, whoa! At the top here, you have phaser beam arrays, emitters here. You have your escape pods around here and here. Now, I don't know exactly where the bridge is. I'm going to speculate it's somewhere like in this area here that's kind of sealed off. Or it might be like somewhere in this area kind of, little rooted, downwards, or like inside the vessel a little more. So it's a little more protected. I'm not sure what these little circle thingies are. So I'm gonna have to just continue on here. On the bottom here, you have on the the edge here, you have looks like where the cannons would be. Again, here at this bottom piece here, you have cannons there, and then these would be torpedo tubes, I would assume. And then on either side here you have phaser emitter arrays again. And then we come down to the main deflector dish here. Now I don't think this is like torpedo tubes. I think this is maybe some sort of like maybe a sensor area here that scans ahead of the ship. And then you have the deflector dish here. So you have the deflector dish right here. Big. I almost want to say maybe rectangle type thing. So they have this piece here. I have no idea what it's for. It's really weird. I don't know if it's to hold the deflector dish in or what. Because you would think that they would have the deflector dish already, contained in some fashion. So I don't know. And then then at the bottom, on the bottom here, or the belly of the vessel, you have a phaser array emitter here that goes lengthwise with the ship, or I guess vertical towards on the ship. I guess depends on how you look at things. Then you have escape hatches on the on either side here of the belly. Now this thing here, I would speculate that's where the warp core would be ejected from, but that's just a speculation. Alright, so here we go. Back of the saucer section, kind of going everywhere here. We have impulse engines, so you have the one on top here, and there's actually another one on the bottom. This piece here divides, I guess, sort of divides it, not really, but you know, you can tell it is the impulse engine. And then up top here, you have, I don't know what that is, I don't think it's anything, but you have a phaser array emitter here. And then we get to the rear of the ship, and you have this huge docking bay door with a runway, and this piece is, you know, cut out, you know, and it kind of protects the shuttles that are, you know, coming and going in this area here. But yeah, you have a large shuttle bay there, and then we get to the staunches here. So they are attached to the secondary hull, but they lay out flat and they're fairly straight, especially at the front there. The fronts here are straight here. The back here, they I wouldn't say they curve inwards, but they do you know, kind of go on an angle, and then they kind of do curve here, right where this secondary impulse engine is. Oh, I forgot to mention, kind of flip-flopping over here. Back here you have, looks like rear torpedo tubes there, just like to point that out. And then you have, the warp nacelle here. So here you have the Bassar collector or ram scoop, whatever which one you prefer. From my understanding, it's either or, it doesn't matter. You have it exposed on the inner side of the ship, but then on the outside here it's protected with hull plating. Then you have this band here which separates the Bassar collector or ram scoop from the nacelle, and as you can see here, this little band here is probably what separates the two. And then you have this blue piece here which you can see as the warp core, or the warp nacelle I should say. On this side here, it's protected by hull plating, and near the top, or it sort of goes near the top, it's protecting. But you do have this thin piece here that is exposed, but on the other side it is protected with the hull plating all along here. When you get near to the back here, when this top piece meets the bottom piece here, right? Oh, there we go. You have this other hull plating here, but you notice that the warp nacelle on the inner side of the vessel is completely exposed. So now I don't know, but I mean, if a ship were to come behind that was cloaked and then decloak, they may not get their shields up fast enough, and they could take out this warp core or this warp nacelle real quickly. So that is, I don't know if maybe it's an aesthetic thing, I don't know. From what I've seen, the warp nacelles are fairly fragile when it comes to getting hit. But anyways, so that is the design of the Palatine. Nice little ship, nice round little body here. I find it's actually a little shorter than the rest of the ships, but I can't really determine if it's actually shorter or if it's longer. Something I gotta look at. But anyways, let's go into the customization options, show you what customization options are available to you, and then we'll get into loadout and then go into an STF. For customization options, you have all the templates here from the T5 Vestas, or sorry, T5 multi-mission and the T6 multi-mission. Depending if you have all of them, or even some of them, you can use those templates. You can use whatever bridge or ship interior that you wish. You have for Windows types 1 through 5. Material, you have type 1 through 7 plus upgrade and Vesta. Color palettes to which one you wish. Again, with the pieces here, you can use whatever pieces that you have. If you have the T5 and the T6, then you can use which ones you want on any of the saucer hull, nacelles, and staunches. And then for patterns, you get the Vesta pattern if you use the Vesta. For the Type 7, you get the Type 7 pattern. I don't think Upgrade gives you a pattern. No. Apparently, you can use the Vesta on the Upgrade. So, there's that. So, all that. Let us go up back into space, and we'll discuss the loadout and skills and whatnot, and then we'll go into an STF and see how all this ship performs. Alright, so here's my loadout. Disclaimer, this is still a work in progress. Nothing is perfect, but I am working on it. Anyways, starting off with the loadout for my weapons, I have dual heavy cannons in front. I have 2 of the advanced fleet heavy cannons with the critical damage, critical damage and damage times 3. I have the wide arc anti-proton dual heavy cannon with the arc, accuracy, and damage procs. For the deflector, impulse, and shields, I'm rocking the Borg set. For the secondary deflector dish, I'm just using whatever it came with. For the warp core, I'm using the Delta Alliance trajectory warp core. For the aft weapons, I have 2 omnidirectional beam arrays, and then I have an anti-proton beam array in the back. For devices, subspace field modulator, red matter capacitor, and a shield battery. For engineering, I have 0-point energy conduit and the conductive RCS accelerator. For science, I have the exotic particle field exciter, the assimilated module, the plasma generating weapon signature nullifier, the nuclear particle converter, and here's the oxygen. I'll go over that in just a second here. The tactical consoles, I have 4 vulnerability, all with anti-proton procs, so that will give me a boost for damage and anti-proton. And then for the hangar bay, I just left the original Dubay runabout because that's what it comes with, and that's basically what we're testing the ship on. For this console, this universal console, so what it does is it's plus 15% exotic damage, 10% flight turn rate. When it's activated, it does a cone area of effect, or so AoE, radiation damage, flight speed, turn rate, and damage resistance debuff. So on the first 5 pulses to target, does 1006 radiation damage, 100% shield penetration every 1 second. To the target, minus 15 damage resistance rating for 1 second. For every second. Minus 31.6% flight speed for every 1 second, and then minus 31.6 flight turn rate every 1 second, and then it applies 1 debilitating radiation counter for 7 seconds. On the 6th pulse, to the target, it does 6,097 radiation damage, 100% shield penetration, 20% per stack of debilitating radiation, and then minus 41.2% flight speed for 10 seconds, and then 41.2 flight turn rate for 10 seconds, minus 25 damage resistance rating, and then removes all debilitating radiation counters, and there's a 2-minute recharge. I'm not going to go over the 3-piece bonus set because I will do that in my, I guess the 4th video that I will do on this. For the ship mastery, at level 1 you get enhanced particle generators, which grants 15% damage to exotic damage abilities. Level 2 is advanced shield system, so 10% shield hit points. Level 3 is enhanced restorative circuitry, so improves hull and shield healing abilities by 10%. And then reactive shield technology does 657.5 shield regeneration every 6 seconds, and then 5% shield resistance. And then for the ship mastery, you get the heavy tachyon mine, which does every I don't know if it's every, but directed energy weapon modes deploy one level 61 heavy tachyon mine at your location. Does 10,118.1 kinetic damage. Increases damage to shields from all energy types by 10% for 10 seconds. Does minus 1073.5 to all shields. Creates a tachyon particle cloud with 2-kilometer radius upon death. And then minus 639 all shields every 0.5 seconds. Can occur once every 30 seconds. So, with all that information out of the way, quickly going over my skills here, mostly tactical and some engineering. For the traits, this is what I got going on for me. Here is the heavy tachyon mine trait that I have on my starship. So we'll see. Hopefully we'll get to see that in action. I'm not sure, but this is what I got going on for me. And then for stations, starting off with the Lieutenant Commander Tactical, I have Tactical Team 1, Scatter Volley 1, and Cannon Rapid Fire 2. For the Commander in Commander Science, I have Hazard Emitters 1, Science Team 2, Feedback Pulse 2, and Gravity Well 3. For my Ensign Engineering, Lieutenant Engineering, I have Emergency Power Shields 1 and Engineering Team 2. For my Ensign Universal, I have a Science Officer, which has Tachyon Beam 1. And then for my Lieutenant Commander Universal / Temporal Agent, I just have a regular engineering character there, which does Emergency Power Shields 1, Emergency Power Weapons 2, and Emergency Powers to Weapons 3. Alright, so with all that out of the way, finally we get to the fun part. We get to go into an STF and we'll see how well the ship performs and does. I have no doubt this ship is going to do very, very well. Alrighty, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Alright, let's see here. We're taking out the sphere here. This cube is already gone. Oops. That was a misclick. Ooh. Still get this guy up here. Okay. Hurry up. There we go. Alright, let's go after the cube here. It looks like we do have some assistance taking it out. There we go. We're going to take up this sphere over here. Ooh. Let's get some more runabouts out. We need to take this guy out. Come on. There we go. Okay. So there we go. Come on. Alright, let's do this. Oh, crap. Shields! Ooh. That was a little bit close. Okay, let's get some hull going. There we go. Perfect. Oh, hello. What was that? Someone did another. I think someone did another gravity well. Awesome. Let's get quickly to the other side as we're attacking the gateway. Come on. Oh, I hate the slowness of this. not being attacked, so why am I getting the red things? I hate that. Drives me nuts. Oh my goodness. Alright, so it's hopefully going to destroy a couple of these spheres. Let's actually just one. So there's that. Now we don't have the ability to use our radiation bombardment thing, but attack many. Oh, someone put up another thing of gravity well, which is nice, and then oh sweet, the transformer thingy is down. That's good. There's guys. Oh shoot. Shoot. Ooh, that could hurt a bit. I've lost all my shield. Oh. I got another one. I don't know where that one came from. Probably someone gave me it. That's awesome. Okay, why am I not attacking this thing? Oh, I was apparently one after the cube. Can't go after the cube if I'm out of range. Alright, there we go. Let's go after the cube properly now. Alright, there we go. 6, 8, and then we'll do the radiation burst thingy. Thing's going down fairly quick. Whee! Alright, awesome sauce. There we go. 4 cube is down. Alright. I left quite a bit of stuff lying around here. Alright, so conclusion time. Not a bad vessel. Fairly impressed with it. There was a moment where almost got killed, but luckily we were able to get our shields up in time, and we didn't die, so that's always good. Let's recall these runabouts. I mean, they're not flying around everywhere. And yeah, so overall, love the design. Nice, kind of compact. A little bit heavy on the saucer section, but overall not a bad ship. I find that the bridge officer seating is, I think, a little bit better than it was on the science side, but yeah, again, I did find a little bit of trouble trying to come up with, stations that were going to work for this character, although I think it might have went a little heavy on engineering instead of maybe more tactical. I don't know, but yeah, overall nice ship. It is, like I said, it is one of my favorites because it is the multiple. It's one of my favorites because it's the multi-mission ones, and they seem to be fairly sturdy. But yeah. Anyways, guys, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. Live long and prosper, and as always, we will see you out there.